Did James Gunn just fix superhero fatigue?
That is where you've always been wrong about me, Lex. I'm as human as anyone. I love, I get scared.
Meanwhile, I'm here in Belle Reve, listening to a bear-sized man with dragon skin, but fucking a glowing twink with cartoon eyes in a cell beside me every night.
Fuck yeah, he did!
Make a move extreme. Shortcut to your dreams. A road straight to the stars on that flying thing. Getting high. Getting snowblind games. Pick a tune, chick a boon in the world beyond. Got a beat, got a heat on a phony string. Tear your world apart. Once the magic starts. Do you really wanna taste that? What's going on must come down.
I can't believe I'm seriously about to make a video straight glazing James Gunn and his masterpieces. I don't know about you guys, but I freaking lost it when I saw Lex Luthor make a cameo in the Peacemaker show. And it was then and there when I realized, like, this DC rebirth, this DC universe that James Gunn is building is gonna be so different from the superheroes that we once knew from the MCU. And I know there may be differing opinions on the Zack Snyder universe, but man, it feels good to see DC heroes look fun again. It's a breath of fresh air to see a live-action universe where the supernatural and the whimsical are the norm from the beginning.
What the fuck?
Now, if you go back in time for a bit, when the official MCU started and Iron Man came out, it was the first time in my opinion, modern cinema that we got to see cool things happen in our universe. Like, we got to see the Iron Man come to be. We saw Captain America become this scrawny little dude from Brooklyn to Chris Evans. And obviously we got to see Thor. And at that time, things were pretty grounded. But as time went on, both you and I can agree, shit got off the rails. Which makes all the things that we see now in Marvel films feel like it doesn't make sense or feels out of place due to the foundation that the MCU was created on. And it also didn't help that the representation that the DC fans got for live action superheroes was directed by a guy who saw Superman as a fucking god and nothing else but that. And also The Rock.
We're to take on what they wanted to do with it.
Had they wanted to take on what they wanted to do with DC and were trying to force their way, and it just was never a part of the equation.
Now, I'm not saying I'm the most religious comic reader, but at the same time, any average person would know Superman is not supposed to be seen that way. And if you've seen any of the Justice League Unlimited TV shows or literally any other way Superman has been presented outside of Injustice, you would know he's not just an aura farmer. This guy's also a freaking dork.
Well, hi there. After you.
Hey, loser.
Hey, Steve.
Welcome back. Dad seems like he's really struggling.
Yeah, Dad's a new assistant coach.
Hey, Coach gave me a jacket and I bought a hat.
See you, Sarah.
We used to wrap his presents in lead foil so he couldn't peek.
You mean Santa wrapped them?
Oh, of course, dude.
Thanks. Cool costume.
Thanks. My mom made it for me.
What the hey, dude? I thought you destroyed the whole...
My name is...
Clark! Oh, those repairs you did on the back door are wonderful.
Let's not forget that Superman is also Clark Kent, and he's portrayed that way for a reason. To know that Superman is not a god, he's one of us, he's a human, and also a symbol of hope. And because of that, James Gunn's Superman felt nostalgic. It reminded me of how I used to be familiar with Superman, and superheroes in general. When I watched Superman with The Boys, I violently got pushed back to a time when I was watching Crypto the Superdog on TV, or even more so, Batman the Brave and the Bold. And although it may not be Superman, the feeling I got was still the same, and dare I say nostalgic. Because superheroes feel like heroes again. Overall, these projects, whether it be animated or live action, or even in the Suicide Squad, these projects feel fun. Like, they're fun to watch while also having a great balance of seriousness added to them. Anyways, let's talk about world building. James Gunn built the foundation for the new DCU in a way where godlike heroes and kaiju-sized monsters showing up to Metropolis just feels like another Tuesday for the people living there. And that's awesome sauce, dude! I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. But nah, in all seriousness though, it makes the universe that we're watching feel like a straight up comic book. And like I said, I didn't read many of the comics growing up, but I sure as hell watched a lot of Justice League. And it felt just like that, which was just so cool to see. And because of that, to include Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl and Lex freaking Luthor in other projects like the Peacemaker, I don't know, that blew my mind. Like, I literally made this video because I just saw Lex Luthor throw the F-bomb in the Peacemaker. And I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm so used to seeing him in Superman where it's really PG, and him just saying this.
Skin, butt fucking a glowing twink with cartoon eyes in a cell beside me every night.
It really threw me off guard. At this point, I wouldn't even be mad if Jason Todd pulled up like this.
You ain't never see Robin from Baltimore. They think I'm Robin, but whole time I'm Robin. You know how I'm coming. You know how I'm coming.
After seeing the latest episode of Peacemaker and Superman and Creature Commandos and seeing how all these DC characters are being used in each other's projects, kinda gives me hope that the future of DC might be future-proof, given that James Gunn already built a foundation of where superheroes exist.
Not a supervillain, that's a misconception. I'm a superhero.
Batman is a superhero.
Yeah?
The stories that they're gonna make will not be linear, unlike the MCU, where every movie they make from the past 17 years needs to somewhat make sense with the previous movies made, and TV shows, by the way. Now, this video was not made to bash the MCU, because on the same summer that Superman came out, a movie about a fantastic family also released. And honestly, I saw those two on the same week, and I can't lie, Fantastic Four was way better than Superman. From its cinematography, art style, music score, storyline, the Fantastic Four has got to be the superhero movie of the Psych! Superman takes a massive shit on Fantastic Four. I don't care what anyone says, that movie was straight peak. I don't know about you guys, but when I left the cinema after watching Superman, I felt good. I don't know how the hell movies can do that, but it genuinely made me want to be a better person. But when I left the cinema after watching Fantastic Four, I felt nothing besides the fact that they teased MF Doom, bro. Like, okay, now I know the central theme of each movies were different, so I can't expect the Fantastic Four to give me the same feeling that Superman, the Man of Hope, can, or vice versa. That's like comparing Sinners.
Last time I see my brother, I know you. Last time I seen the sun.
To Shrek 2. Like, obviously, Shrek's a better movie. Nah, I'm joking. Both are amazing. Anyways, let me talk about something that's been bothering me lately. That being post-credit scenes. Oh my gosh, I don't know how many times I've watched an MCU film where I gotta start thinking of the next movie because of the freaking post-credit scenes. The MCU's post-credit scenes has got to be the detriment to blockbuster films, because why must there always be a post-credit scene teasing the next movie with a script that's not even finished writing yet? Thor Love and Thunder did this, Eternals did this, Shang-Chi did, well, I know why I know why they didn't continue with that. But it's not even just the MCU that suffers from this. Uncharted had a post-credit scene. The Kingsman, like, where the fuck is Adolf Hitler teased at the end of the Kingsman like he's Thanos?
And your name? Adolf Hitler.
Everything that I felt, praise the Lord. Worship Christ with the best of your portions. I know I won't.
Anyway, moving on. Listen, this is not even a hot take. I thought this was an amazing movie. It introduced new characters, introduced side characters that has ties with the previously recognized heroes that we knew, and what it succeeded at, which I loved, was not letting their predecessors shine over their own story. The Thunderbolts was their story, about their losses, their struggles, and their victors, each and every one of them. Like Bucky, he didn't mention anything about Captain America, well, Steve Rogers, and he's now in his own lane doing his own thing. Yelena, although tied to Natasha Romanoff, we were shown her backstory with no drops of Black Widow sprinkled into it. Taskmaster. John freaking Walker, the GOAT. The guy that I hated the freaking most from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I believe has one of the most satisfying redemption arcs. After seeing that he got divorced, rightfully so, I mean, like, dude did not give a shit about his kid. I felt bad, but knowing he faced the consequences of his actions and seeing him be his own character instead of having to live up to the expectations of Captain America, it was satisfying to see John Walker be himself.
Pretty ludicrous coming from the dime store Captain America.
I'll have you know I was actually the official Captain America, so...
And honestly, I think he was one of the funniest characters in the movie. Yes, even more so than Alexei.
Can you have some respect, please?
Yeah, Jesus. Oh, hold on a second. What?
Oh, so you're nice now.
It's my turn?
No, you know you're a piece of trash, Walker. So does your family.
Jesus.
And this movie would have been so perfect if it just ended then and there when they became the new Avengers. But they had to show the clip of Avengers Doomsday. And because of that, it makes the movie feel cheap now. Because of the way that we're already supposed to move on to the next movie. Same in the Fantastic Four. That would have been a sick standalone movie, which it was. Then they tease MF Doom? Bro. We know Avengers Doomsday is coming. We know Tony Stark's gonna pull up like that one dude who peaked in high school. We know the script isn't finished while filming. So just let the movie end, man. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I don't know how this video got to this point. I swear I was just talking about Lex Luthor a minute ago. To be honest, I just wanted to ramble and talk about how great I think the new DCU is turning out to be. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I love movies. And television as well. And more so with the stories they tell and how they make me feel after watching them. You know, with the questionable representation of superheroes by Zack Snyder and the mess Marvel's making. Albeit some good shows and movies came out lately, but undoubtedly still a mess. It's nice to see a clear projection of the future of superhero movies in the DCU. But before this video wraps up, I don't want this video to come off as me just tarnishing the new Marvel projects, because after 17 years of film and TV in the MCU, we can't forget where it all started. So let's put some respect on their name, because without them, we would not have gotten this.
Assemble.
Before the video ends, please do not take any of my takes seriously, or serious at all. I am no way in shape or form a movie critic or a certified storyteller analyst or whatever. And I'm pretty sure some of the points that I made were not foolproof at all, so please let me know if I got something wrong. I'm only human after all. I'm simply just a fan of these movies, like many of you guys are. And after watching episode 6 of Peacemaker, I just had to make a video about it. As a matter of fact, this video was recorded over a span of a whole week. So I've actually seen the latest episode of Peacemaker, episode 7, and spoiler alert, in 3, 2, 1, First of all, that was so satisfying to see Adebayo get saved by Judo Master.
Zippity zap, bitches!
And also seeing them be chill with one another due to them being the only minorities in that universe, kind of giving them something to bond over, you know? I love it. And secondly, what the fuck? The only non-neo-Nazi in the universe gets freaking killed by Vigilante. Are you serious? I don't know about you guys, but that felt so nice to see Augie Smith be a good person. Like, I don't know, it felt like a redemption arc, but we know it wasn't, because that was just how he was raised in that universe, and man, why did they have to kill him? But yeah, I can't wait to see what the future holds for DC, with so many new projects like Clayface, Batman, The Brave and the Bold, and Supergirl. It's nice to see that the DC universe is gonna look fun again, and I guess is gonna have another golden era. Golden era. Gold. Gold. Booster.